Greetings, folks. This is the this is the BlackWeasel, and this is my manga chapter viewing of One Piece chapter 881. And I sort of have a bad cough, so but either way, we're gonna get through this. All right, fan art, the supernovas. Alright, the name of the chapter is called A Wave Room. And we are dropping in on the lives of Straw Hat Grand Pirate Fleet, Volume 15, Psyarch, the Don Side and Baby Five's wedding. Apparently, Don Side has recovered from his injuries after being kicked to the beating up by the wife that he was supposed to get married towards that looks like a man. Anyways, the chapter starts off with Luffy yelling towards Yami, "What the hell do you mean we're done for? What's going on over there?" And Luffy yells out over the Den Mushi. He says, "Oi, guys!" And Big Mom yells out, "Wee!" And Jinbe looks at the wave and he says, "If that thing swallows us up, we're done for." And Chopper says, "Yeah, coup de burst now." And Nami says, "Ah. And Brooke starts crying. And he says, "We can't. We don't have enough cola." And Kara says, "Pedro, I'm so sorry. After all you did to keep us alive. Oh, this is not good so far." And Big Mom yells out, "Ding." And Pedro says, Wait, stop. Hold on a minute, Big Mom. At this rate, you're going to sing this a cake too." And someone on the Sunny Ghost says, "Hurry." And another person says, "Okay." And Big Mom says, "Mama." And she says, "Cake." Looks like she's getting ready to use a tidal wave. To use a tsunami on the Sunny Go. And Chopper grabs some rope. Carrot is gripping on the rope, and Brooke is grabbing on the ropes as well. He says, "Is this good?" And Brooke yells out, "Jinbe," and Jinbe yanks on towards the rope around the Sunny, goes mast. And Jinbe says, "Yeah, there should be enough." And Brooke says, "You're crazy. How do you expect to control this entire ship with just that one sail?" And I can't believe it. Jimmy's gonna do something really badass. And Jimmy said, "Nami, where's the wind?" And Nami says, "A strong wind should come from the south soon." And Nami says, "What are you trying to do, Jinbe?" And Chopper grabs on towards the rope. And someone says, "High speed tacking." And Nami says, "What? You going to steer the ship?" And Jinbe says, "We're going to the green room." I don't know what that means, but go ahead. And Jinbe says, "Where the hell is that? Why are you turning us back towards the wave, Jinbe?" And Brooke is crying. He says, "I get it now. The green. God, man." Anyways, Brooke says, "I get it now. The green room is in heaven, right?" And Chopper says, "Doctor, looks like I'm finally coming for you." Oh, he's referring towards Dr. from Drum Island. I missed that guy. And Nami says, "It's over. There's no way you can't serve this thing." And Jinbe says, "Hold fast to the ship." And the wave has crashed down on a Sun and Go. And somebody yells out, "Yeah!" And Nami's still holding on to something, but she looks up, and Chopper says, "So this is the other side. It's pretty." And someone says, "She's a fine ship, this one." And Jimmy says, "The green room is a short-lived space made inside the crest of a breaking wave. A wave room. Fishermen and children love playing in it." And Someone yells out, "We're inside the wave!" Because yes, the straw hats are all in the Sun and Go, all riding a wave. It's just like what the surfers do. It's just like what the surfers do when they're riding a wave as it comes crashing down. I saw the movie called Ship. It was a surfing movie, surfed up, involving a bunch of penguins, and the main character wanted to become a really awesome surfer. So he goes out towards the middle of an island and becomes a great surfer just like that. After a great skilled man by the name of Zeke came towards his village, his icy village. That's what happened. That's what it's supposed to be. Surfing looks really cool. Maybe. Like, I don't know. Never done that before. Anyways. So someone yells out, "What's coming on now? Hold on." And a lot of people yell out, "Wah!" And Jimmy says, "We got a fine ship and a fine navigator. With the right steering, this ship's invincible." Whoa, that's really, that's a bold statement. And Nami says, "Amazing. He's controlling the sloop just like it's just an extension of himself." And Nami says, "I never seen a helmsman like this. You're so cool, Jimby." And someone yells out, "So we're not dying?" So if I in a future fight against Blackbeard, maybe Jimby will take on Jesus Burgers. Anyways, the tsunami comes crashing down, and they're fine. They're in towards relatively calm waters. And Big Mom yells out, "Wedding." And Pearl starts laughing. He says, "Coo-coo-coo. Wahaha, well, whatever. Eat this, you ants." And the scene has changes towards in the mirror room against, and looks like the fight is still continuing on while Luffy's is sitting down. And someone says, Pearl's here. "Oi, Dogtooth, we're done over here." And Luffy says, "Oi, Nami, Brook, Carrot." And Brule says, "Oh dear, we're just about to invade the ship too." "No need, Sally, the ship has sunk to the bottom of the ocean." And one snakehead said, "Well, that's strange, sister. The other side of this mirror doesn't look like it's underwater." And one of them yells out, "Yeah, it broke." And another person yells out, "Wah!" And another person says, "Sister, the mirror, it just, well, looks like the mirror broke according, just like what Luffy said in the previous chapter. He wanted he wanted all the mirrors on the Sun and Go to be broken, just so that the soldiers do not invade the Sun and Go from the mirror world." Anyways, Dogtooth looks on, and the scene changes, and Brooke says, "Nami, the mirror, why'd you?" And she is panting from destroying the mirror. And Chopper says, "Nami, Luffy can't come back here anymore." And Nami says, "Listen up, break them all the mirrors on board." And someone says, "But?" And Brooke says, "Are you trying to interfere with Luffy?" And there's a flashback of Nami being told by Luffy that, "Let me focus on this guy," which is Dogtooth. Hypothetically speaking, if Dogtooth managed to defeat Luffy, then Dogtooth would have gone into the mirror world and basically massacred the entire Straw Hat crew, and even Jinbe as well. I saw during the wedding party chaos, Capone, Big A, and Jinbe and Luffy were trying to stop this guy from being shown the mirror towards being shown the picture towards Big Mom. So he's a really strong fellow. And Nami says, "Those were the captain's orders. Hurry!" Oh yeah, that's a pretty bold statement. And the scene changes, and there's a bunch of crashing noises, and it seems as though that all the mirrors to the ship are breaking, according towards Brule. And Brule yells out, "What's going on?" And Luffy is painting. And one of the snakeheads says, "Sister, this." And Brule says, "Maybe they're still alive." That's weird. And the snakehead guy says, "Because the ship sunk, the mirrors are probably breaking due to the water pressure." Ahaha, ahaha. And someone is talking towards Luffy, and the person says over the Den Mushi, "Oi, Luffy, I need you to talk to you. Get away from the others." And Chopper and Luffy starts whispering towards Chopper, and he says, "Chopper, are you guys okay?" And Chopper says, "Yeah." And someone says, "Oi, Straw Hats." And they're about to say, "Yeah, he's getting away." And Carrot says, "Everyone's okay, Luffy." And it looks like Dogtooth is a little bit confused. Like, anyways, Luffy says, "What the heck happened? That candy guy said that sun is sank." And Chopper says, "We thought we were gonna get sink too, but Jinbe did something crazy." And Brooke says, towards Luffy, "Luffy, we broke all the mirrors on board." And Luffy says, "Okay, I'm glad." And Brooke says, "Now no enemies can come bother us here, but you won't be able to get back either." And Luffy says, "Yeah, huh, that's fine, I'll be okay." And Nami says, "No, you won't. You don't even have any plans, do you?" And someone says, "Listen closely, Luffy. Now Sanji's making a cake on Kako Island right now. We're heading over there to meet up with him. We should meet up with him in 10 hours at the earliest, around 1 in the morning." It's gonna be dark. Alright, this part is starting to get a little bit confusing to say. No, a little bit convoluted. Like, are they trying to get away, or are they trying to make the cake? And someone says, and Nami says, "Understand? After you beat up that guy, find a mirror that can take you towards Kako Island. We'll meet up there, okay?" And as Luffy is running, he apparently steps on some Muchi, and someone yells out, "Luffy!" And Luffy is covering his mouth. And oh my god, Dogtooth kicks the shit out of Luffy's stomach, and he ends up destroying the mirror as well, as there's a crashing noise after that kick. What the heck? And Chopper, Carrot, and Nami all shocked and surprised at the fact that the mirror was broken as well. And Luffy starts squeezing his mouth, like, I guess he was covering his mouth for some reason. And Luffy gets sent flying into the ground. Actually, you know what? Dogtooth kicked the mirror into Luffy's mouth. That's so messed up. And someone says, "Luffy, what happened?" And Dogtooth, what the heck? He just uses Luffy's version of Gomu Gomu no giant stamp. He's up in the air. He's using his hockey to color his Muchi. And Luffy dodges out of the way, and Dogtooth uses a move called Willow Muchi. And the translation is that it's a type of Muchi named after the willow tree. It's not made from it. And Dogtooth uses his many feet, his many right legs, to start kicking the crap out of Luffy. And Luffy's dodging all of that. And I can't believe it. He put the mirror into his mouth. That's just gruesome. And Luffy managed to dodge it out of the way. And he still has blood in his mouth. And and Luffy looks at the broken glass. Like, there's a whole bunch of... He's dripping his blood. He's dripping his blood from Dogtooth's attack, and there's a shivering noise going on, and Luffy's looking at the ground, and he makes a funny ass face. And he actually sees the reflection from the broken mirrors, and he says, "Hurry up already, guys! Come on, I'm gonna drop dead waiting here." And Carrot, Nami, Chopper, and Brook all yell out, "Yeah!" And Luffy says, "Okay, later, okay," and he breaks the mirror one last time. And Chimpy looks on, and Luffy punches the mirror in the mirror world, and Dogtooth says, "I ain't planning on dying here," is what you say, but Dogtooth says, "Are you sure you want those to be your last words?" And Luffy makes a bold statement, and he says, "I ain't planning on dying here." Ah, crap. And Dogtooth, he makes a trident out of his Mochi powers, and that's really awful because spear attacks can really pierce rubber. So I'm not sure how he really is gonna deal with this. This was an awesome chapter. All right, I guess that's the end. That's the end of that.